from 1 all the way to 10,000. That would take forever, right?
Today, we will learn how to read, count, and recognize numbers up to 10,000 easily and quickly.
But first, these will be our objectives. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to read and count numbers up to 10,000 correctly, show active participation and cooperation during class discussions and group activities, and the last one will be order number cards up to 10,000 in ascending and descending order.
In this lesson, we will go through 5 important parts: reading and writing numbers, counting sequence, place value, comparing numbers, and ordering numbers. By the end of this discussion, you will see that numbers up to 10,000 are not as difficult as they seem, especially if we understood step by step. Reading and writing numbers up to 10,000. Let's begin with the reading and writing numbers. For example, let's look at this number. In words, we read as 4,238. In standard form, we simply write it as 4,238. When reading numbers, we always start from the leftmost digit. That means we first look at the thousand place, then the hundreds, and tens, and finally the ones. Think of it like reading someone's complete name. You don't just say the nickname, you start from the full name, one part at a time. In the same way, we read numbers part by part, from the biggest value to the smallest. Number 2, counting sequence. Counting is more than just saying numbers in order. It's about recognizing patterns and being able to predict what comes next. We can count in different ways. By ones. Example. This is the most common way of counting, just moving step by step. By tens. Here, we skip by tens, which is useful when grouping items into tens, like bundles of pencils. By hundreds. This is useful when counting bigger groups, like hundreds of books in the library. By thousands. We use this when dealing with very large numbers such as population or money in the thousands. Counting sequence helps us see numbers pattern and skip unnecessary step, making math quicker and easier. Number 3, place value of numbers. Now let's talk about place value. Each digit in a number has a value depending on where it is placed. Take the number 8,546. The digit 8 is in the thousand place, so it is represent 8,000. The digit 5 in the hundred place, so it represents 500. The digit 4 is in the tens place, so it represents 40. The digit 6 in the ones place, so it represents 6. Together, this add up to 8,546. Place value is like seats in the theater. Even if the same person sits there, the seat determines their role. For example, the number 5 in the hundreds place means 500. But the same 5 in the ones place means just 5. Its value changes depending where it sits.
And the fourth one is comparing numbers. Next, let's compare numbers. Comparing tells us which number is greater, smaller, or if they are equal. For example, compare 6,785 and 6,875. First, look at the thousand place. Both numbers have 6,000. Let's look at the hundreds place. The first number has 700, while the second has 800. Since 800 is greater than 700, we can say that 6,785 is less than 6,875. Comparing numbers is very useful in real life. We compare prices when shopping, test scores in class, or even distance in a race. And the fifth one is ordering numbers. Lastly, we have ordering numbers. Ordering means arranging them either in ascending order from smallest to largest or descending order from largest to smallest. For example, 4,562, 4,256, and 4,625. In ascending order, 4,256, 4,562, and 4,625. While in descending order, we should arrange it in 4,625, 4,562, and 4,256. To do this correctly, we always compare the thousands placed first, then the hundreds, the tens, and finally ones if needed. Ordering numbers is very practical. We use it to rank students by scores, to arrange money from smallest to largest bills, or even when lining up from shortest to tallest in PE class. Now that we have learned how to read, count, and recognize and order numbers up to 10,000, it's time to apply what we learned through a fun activity called number crane. So here's how the game works. Each of you will receive a card with a number written on it. When I say form ascending order, you will arrange yourselves from the smallest number to the largest number. While when I say form descending order, you will arrange yourselves from the largest number to the smallest number. The challenge is to move quickly but correctly. Everyone must participate and cooperate so our train forms the right order. Great job, everyone! Through this activity, we practiced how to arrange numbers in both ascending and descending order. This shows us that numbers are not just for writing, but also for organizing and comparing information in everyday life. Ordering numbers helps us in situations like ranking scores, arranging prizes, or even knowing which line to follow in a race.
Today, we learned how to read numbers up to 10,000, count forward and backward, understand digits, value, and compare numbers. If you see the number 7,305, what is the value of the digit 7? That's right, it is 7,000. Always remember, number may look long, but each digit has a place and meaning.